Welcome back. Thanks for keeping it with us here on Evening Plus. Well, there's a really incredible fashion program for students at Ferris State University here in the Grand Rapids area. But what if I told you that students there actually were responsible for creating some of the outfits that Miss Michigan USA recently wore in national pageant competition? That is what we're talking about tonight. I'm joined here in studio by Hannah Verheilig. She's a student at Ferris State and also her professor, Lori Faulkner. Ladies, thank you so much for being here. Sure. This is so cool. When I heard about this, I said I have to meet some of the students like Hannah and also the professor behind all of this. And so you guys crafted multiple outfits in a very short amount of time after Miss Michigan USA approached you guys about this. Let's start with that. How did that kind of just come about? I guess she was a fan.
Well, when I created this program, I wanted to make sure that we had a lot of community collaborations. And so we have collaborated by creating exhibits for the Grand Rapids Art Museum, for the Grand Rapids Public Museum. We have created costumes for the Grand Rapids Ballet and the Grand Rapids Civic Theater and Opera Grand Rapids. So I think through all of those different collaborations, Michelle had heard about us, and so she just sent an email with an inquiry saying, would this be possible? The funny part is I said, oh, that would be great. I'm looking for a spring collaboration. And she said, no.
I need it right now.
That's right.
Hannah, for you, I know you were obviously a part of working on these outfits, which is so cool. We're going to have some photos pop up in a moment here. You guys had just a couple of weeks to create, was it 4 outfits, I think, that she wore? I mean, that's a fast turnaround, especially as students. What was that like for you?
Yeah, it was really exciting. At first, we were very excited to do it. It was also very stressful.
Yeah.
But that kind of gave us an inside look to real world clients and a real world turnaround on that kind of thing. And I think it was really exciting doing group work, especially kind of working as a team. We all used our best skills with each other, and that was really exciting. I think almost everyone's turned out really good.
Yeah, that real world experience, depending on what the industry you're going into. I mean, this was a prime example. And we're looking at some photos here. Tell me about which outfit you kind of played a role in, or which outfits, should I say?
Yeah, so I was in a group that worked on the pink romper jumpsuit.
Very cool.
That was really fun. We learned a lot doing that. We had some fitting issues at first, and that was kind of like a learning lesson there, because we had never really fit on live models before. So that was a very new thing for us, but we learned a lot, and it came out really awesome.
And did Miss Michigan USA, did she come in with ideas for you guys? Did you help craft them for her? What did that process look like?
Well, we actually crafted some for her, but I wanted her to present what kind of events she was going to be doing. So I basically said, could you bring a PowerPoint of some of the things that you would be participating in, and also inspiration board of things that you like, garments that you that inspire you, or that you would like something done or created like. So she did that for us, and then I had the students go out and create garments, illustrations, and they brought those illustrations in and we presented them to Michelle. And then it was kind of a collaboration between what Michelle might want changes to, as far as colors and fabrics and even styling. And then the students responded to those changes.
Yeah, and I loved, we were just looking at photos here, I loved some of the pieces with all of the wrapping and the blue outfit. That was really stunning, and the white outfit as well. I mean, I'm sure none of that was easy to craft, and like you said, a lot of new experiences for students. Hannah, for you, I mean, what are you taking away from this experience? I'm sure you're learning so much, being in school, but having this experience specifically, what do you think this offered on top of the rest of your education?
Well, not just construction-wise, being able to create garments like this on a real model. We usually work with size 8, stock dress forms like that, and this was very different from that.
Yeah.
But not only the construction part, I think the kind of connections part of it, the networking part, is really important, and it creates awesome opportunities for us. So I think that's very important.
Yeah, and Lori, I mean, this is kind of something that you've cultivated, is being so present in the community, that this opportunity really kind of landed in your lap, rightfully so, or deservingly so. For the students to watch them experience this opportunity, what was that like for you from the professor's standpoint?
Well, it was something that I would have loved to have done as a student. And so, it was kind of a dream come true watching them be able to do that. What I really enjoy is that it's a safe space, because Michelle knows that they are students and they're learning, but wanted something different and unique, and she's going to get that because they have a whole unique set of creative skills. And so The whole process, I think, was really interesting, but also very rewarding.
Yeah, and how cool. I'm sure when she was at the pageant, oh, where'd you get your dress? Where's it from? And to say that it was made by a student team, you know, right where you're from. I mean, what a talker and a story that is. Yes. For anyone who's hearing about this and is interested in the program, you know, being in Hannah's shoes, I know there's some real unique components to what the program offers at Ferris. Can you walk us through just kind of some of the opportunities, you know, besides this one that kids can take advantage of?
Sure. We have a 4-year program, and so they can really dive in, and we have 4 core classes in design. So it's a broad-based program. It's called Fashion Studies. It's a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Fashion Studies, but it has 5 core courses in design, and then we build on top of that. So beyond the design and construction, where they learn pattern making and draping, they're creating their own clothing from scratch, and they're actually constructing the clothing. So every part of the process they are doing. Then we take it, and their senior year, they do capstone collections. So they build their brands, they make a business plan, they study retail buying, they then create that collection, and then the collection can be shown in our fashion show production class. So it's broad-based. They get to experience all different parts of the industry, and in the junior year, something specific that I love is that they have an opportunity to do costume design, which is usually a separate major. Cool. But how do you know you want to do costume design?
Yeah, unless you try it.
Right. So it's built in, and so they get a chance to try it in a safe environment and decide, is this something that I really want to do?
So cool.
Besides that, there's a career, a fashion show research experience trip where we go someplace in the world, and we have a donor that backs this trip, and they have experienced at least 10 different locations during their junior year. They study fashion somewhere around the world, which is really wonderful.
Oh, so many neat experiences, and like you said, getting to try so many different things. Hannah, not to put you on the spot, I know you're wrapping up your time at Ferris. Any idea what is next for you? And if the answer is I'm not sure, that's totally fine.
No, that's fine. It is kind of an I'm not sure. I have a great job right now. I work at Conscious Clothing.
Oh, cool.
It's a sustainable clothing business in Grand Rapids. Awesome. I love it there. I sew there. I kind of plan on sticking around there for a while. But it is kind of up in the air. Eventually, you know, wanting to do my own thing, it's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, very neat. Okay, ladies, anything else just about, you know, this opportunity experience that you'd like to share before I let you go?
I just think it's a wonderful program, and to have it so close, please come and take advantage of it. And I love new creative ideas that are infused into our program, and I'm very happy to have Hannah here representing us today.
Awesome, ladies. Well, congratulations. What a cool and neat experience. So glad we were able to share it with our viewers. Thanks so much for coming in to talk about it, and best of luck to you, and best of luck to you with future students as well, guys.
Thank you.
All right.